Great. Hi, I'm Wendy Murdoch, and I'm here with Dominic. Dominic, what's your last name?
Lombardo.
Dominic Lombardo, and he has come up with something called the Vert with Hillary Clayton. So Dominic, tell us a little bit about the Vert.
Vert is a display and sensor that goes on the crown piece of your horse's bridle. We have our lovely stuffed horse here as an example. It goes on, attaches with Velcro to the crown piece of the bridle and displays various information about your horse and your riding, depending on what kind of riding you do. It does a couple of different things.
So, why would the average person want to use one of these?
The first reason people tend to use it is for dressage or hunter jumper flat work to tell when their horse's head's behind the vertical. Instead of having to use mirrors or have your trainer yell at you, this is a device that will allow you to determine whether your horse's head's behind the vertical all on your own. It gives you direct feedback on the second that it happens.
So I'll be able to know whether my horse is ahead of the vertical, on the vertical, or behind the vertical because of this cool little light sensor. That's what I like.
Because of the light.
Yep.
Basically green if you're green when you're on the vertical. Red when you go behind the vertical, and then blue if you're in front of the vertical, or kind of free walking or giraffing up in space.
So if my horse's nose is out in front, then it's going to be blue.
Then it will be blue, yep.
Okay, and when he comes on the vertical, it's going to be green, and if he gets behind the vertical, it's going to be red.
It's going to be red.
Awesome, but how do so I obviously can see that from my horse.
Right. You can see it. It shines right directly at you, and it's just below your field of vision, so you don't have to, the light's not shining so brightly at you that you can't see anything else going on, and it's not so much in your field of vision that you have to pay attention to it all the time. It's right below your field of vision when you're riding, so it's
so it's not distracting, but it gives me that information I'm looking for.
It's like almost in your peripheral vision, but vertically. Some people, the first few times people use it, they tend to kind of stare at it for a little while, very intently.
Right.
But after a few times around, the novelty wears off, and people tend to look normally ahead at where they're going, and then they just you can see it right there.
And it hooks up to my iPhone, right?
Yes, there's an iPhone app that you use to configure it, and the first thing you actually have to do is configure it to calibrate it for your horse. We don't know what vertical is for your horse.
Right.
And so get a friend and some sugar cubes, and get when the horse is at a halt, you move it around, move the head around with the sugar cubes, and figure out what vertical is, and you press a button on the app a couple of times, and that sets it for that horse. You can store any number of horses within the app, so you can have...
Okay, so I set it for each individual horse that I have. Does it work with other things besides iPhones?
Not yet. We're working on Android, but it's going to be a little while before we get there. So
okay,
right
now it's only
iPhone.
iPhone. And you developed this with Dr. Clayton.
Dr. Clayton asked me to develop it for her personal use, in fact.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because it's a great picture of Hillary there.
It's wonderful.
It's a great picture.
She had a 3-year-old she was training and knew he was getting behind a lot. Couldn't always see when it was happening, and she was riding outside and without any mirrors or anything, and by herself, and wanted to be able to tell. So this is developed specifically for that use.
That's awesome. And so here's just a little brochure that shows you about Vert. And how can somebody get a hold of one of these?
Somebody can get a hold of it by going to our website, www.equ.la.
Oh, that's right there on the sheet,
which is right there. Yep.
Yep.
And we'll post the link in the comments of this as well. And you can go there and you can see more information about it. And also, then the store is there as well. You can press buy now. And if for the next couple of weeks at least, if you use the code Murdoch, use the code Murdoch, and you can get free shipping.
Oh, free shipping!
Well.
Awesome. Free shipping is always great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, so use the code Murdoch, pick yourself up a Vert, you'll know when your horse is on the vertical, and that'll improve your riding. So
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Bye.